We did a Smart University class on heart health. So right now we're going to do some recipes around heart health. Some of the ingredients I'm using today are the Brussels. I actually shredded my Brussels for this recipe, but you can absolutely like take the little bottom. I wish I'd saved one, but I wasn't thinking, and cut them in half and use them in this recipe, or you can do it like I did it and have them shredded. All right, we have some white beans. This is a really simple recipe, but it tastes so good. Definitely the white beans, they're one of the best beans for blood pressure, high in fiber as well. We've got some fresh parsley and lemon, some mushrooms. If you can, please use whole wheat spaghetti. And I've already made this recipe that I'll show you in a little while, but I have some like leftover pasta water just for the juice. So let me just show you exactly what I've done so far. I actually started my mushrooms this morning just because I felt like, you know, they're never ready on time and I don't really get to show you everything. I've had a little bit of garlic in there, which is also great. All right, so I'm going to just, while that saute, like the mushrooms are all sauteed, and I'm going to add in my Brussels.
You saute them in a little olive oil, right?
Yes, a little tiny bit of olive oil with a little bit of salt and pepper. I don't use too much salt because we're going to be, you know, we want to keep the salt level down, and we are going to use a tiny touch of Parmesan cheese at the end. So I'll let them get cooking. I'll just put a tiny touch of salt in there, nothing major. While that's going, see that's coming on nicely. And it looks a little bit dry now, but once it's all sauteed down, it gets a little wetter. And then, of course, you've got the pasta water that you can add to it after. And I'm going to add in the beans once that goes down a little bit. Right, pasta water. My pasta water, before you put pasta in, you want to make sure your water's rolling just like that. And add the salt at the end. The reason being, if you add it at the beginning, it actually dissolves. So we're just going to put a teaspoon of salt in for the pasta and some olive oil for sticking. Right, we're going to put our pasta in, let that go, goes down. Come back to this. Okay, so the beans are loaded with fiber and magnesium. And some of the things that can really help with blood pressure are bananas, salmon, sweet potatoes, garlic, quinoa, cow.
Yeah, a couple of things that you want to look in the nutrients also is calcium and potassium. So like your beans and the red lentils I'm going to use to have potassium and calcium, those are very good for circulation in your body. So it helps for blood pressure as well.
Also beets, you know, we've done lots of beets, you know, I've done lots of beets recipes in the past, and, you know, I just want to, you know, go back to beets. And watermelon, I heard, is very, very good for blood pressure. And we made like that nice watermelon juice. So my pasta's finished, and here I have the recipe. You see all the, so all we're going to do is we're going to toss this around, but we're going to add a little bit of pasta water. You know, you see I took it from the pot right now, just a little bit of pasta water, and just pour a tiny bit in there to take the dryness off the pasta. And then we're just going to garnish it at the end with a little bit of fresh parsley and Parmesan cheese. This is the white bean and Brussels pasta. And we're just going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it, just at the top. You see? It's actually a pretty cheap meal as well, you know, which is really good. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of fresh parsley, chopped on the top. And just a tiny little squeeze of lemon. Nothing major, just a little bit of lemon juice.
Oh, it's great. It looks delicious. Very hearty too.
Yeah, it really is. And it's very, very tasty. My water of the week is cantaloupe water. I haven't done it for a while. So cantaloupe and lemon, actually.
Right. So
all right. So that's it done.
That's a great dinner dish, and then you can have leftovers, and it keeps really well in the refrigerator. So for the next day, you take it in a bowl or something if you have to go, and you have your lunch on the way, really inexpensively because you're using so that nothing goes to waste.